Hi everyone!
Hi!
Look at us! Welcome to a bonus FiberCast. My name's Lynn Marquidon. It's May 21st, and I am here with my sister, KB Marinelli.
Welcome! I'm so excited to have you in my sewing room.
I am too. I've only seen this in pictures. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
really nice. Do you love to create in here?
I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I look forward to getting here on a Friday afternoon.
I bet you do. It's all clean, and I don't know if I can describe it to people. It's for those of you who might not have been watching when Karen was putting it together. She asked everyone for the color to paint it, and the advice came, I think, from a few different people. Paint it your favorite color.
Yep.
And I'm so impressed that you did that, which is pink.
Right.
But Karen picked the lightest pink I've ever seen. Hi, Ralphie. Oh, Ralphie.
Hi, Ralph. This is my moment, Ralph.
Yeah.
Well, now he's behind the computer, so if we go crashing...
That's okay. Here he comes.
Oh, boy.
If they could only see what we see now. Speaking of which, my phone is over there.
Okay.
But let's sew.
Anyway, yes. Pardon the bounce. That was Ralph. He was jumping from behind the computer up to on top of a better
cute.
perch.
That's so cute. You know what I love is that you were wearing this shirt when I drove in the driveway.
Yeah.
And I was wearing this shirt.
Yeah.
Simply colorful, baby.
My fave. It's my fave.
So I am here to help you sew. What are we making today, and what do you want me to do?
We are making a quilt. It is going to be a, it's based on, it's a Missouri Star tutorial called Big Charm Star Quilt.
Okay.
And it's made to be a Christmas quilt, and it's basically a great big star, and the rest is all 5-inch, like charm pack assorted.
Nice and easy.
Nice and super easy. We're going to make it a little bigger by using 2 big stars, and so we need some big half square triangles. And yes, that's the design.
I have to show everyone this. That's what we're working off of, folks.
Now stop. What if somebody copies that?
It's a Missouri Star quilt. That's just beautiful. See, I'm up here to get my phone, too. That's good pod. That's what they say.
That's good pod. Oops. We'll get out the Chewbacca mask in a minute now.
Oh, my goodness. Did you see that?
Yes. How funny.
How funny.
Yeah. That was very genuine.
Yes.
So the pattern calls for the 5-inch charm squares, but of course this beautiful 10-inch layer cake was on sale, so I bought that, and we're going to cut it up. And it's a Moda.
I love this.
Yeah.
All right.
So what I need from you,
I
need these cut in quarters.
Okay, I can do that.
And I need 2 9-inch, no.
4 9-inch. No?
4 9-inch squares of the blue, 4 9-inch squares of the yellow, and 4 9-inch squares of the white.
Oh, easy peasy. 9 by 9, right? That's a square.
That's a square. Yeah.
Huh, do you get it? Yeah. 4 of them, huh?
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Oh, piece of cake.
So
tell me, while I'm doing the work for you, tell me what is new here in Pennsylvania. Well, first off, tell us where we are in Pennsylvania.
We are in Paxinus, Pennsylvania, which is sort of north central. We're in the coal region. Pennsylvania is a funny state in that we have towns, townships, boroughs, counties, and our mailing, our physical address from our tax address, from our school district. So,
It's so true.
It's handy when I'm on the lamb.
Evading. 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can choose. I live in
The lamb.
I live in Ralpho Township. I have a Paxinus mailing address. I live in Southern Columbia School District. Our village is Bear Gap. And
I didn't know.
we base it, and our phone number is an Elysburg phone number.
No kidding.
So I can be, Bear Gap is what I like to say because it's the easiest to spell.
Right. Right. Hey, you know your audience.
But,
wow.
so we're a stone's throw one direction from the coal region, and the stone's throw the other direction, sort of a Mennonite Amish community, agricultural community.
Yeah, I can tell you it is beautiful having driven here from the Jersey Shore this morning.
Yeah.
Once I got to Pennsylvania and I started, you could just see the green and the hills.
It's a pretty time of year.
Oh.
Usually when you're here, it's winter or fall, or winter, and it's ugly. I mean, it's just, I guess anywhere is, but
It is.
it's pretty dismal. Right now, everything's green and lush. Well, it's been raining for 6 weeks straight.
It's been raining everywhere, or a lot of places, huh? You're going to have extra of this, you know.
That's all right. So don't cut the square right out of the center.
You don't want me to do that, huh? All right, if you insist.
I'm interested. I've never had anyone else cut my fabric.
Oh, yeah, that is interesting.
It's not bothering me. Would it
Good.
bother you to have someone else cut
No,
your
were you
fabric?
kidding?
Heck at it.
Plus or minus half an inch square is fine with me.
That's right. It's stretchy. So this color that's in here that they probably can't see, it's a super light pink.
Yes.
So it's from a line called Affinity, which is Benjamin Moore.
Okay.
And the cool thing is that every single color, there's a big deck of color cards.
Okay.
Every single color has the same amount of gray in it. So
Really?
in theory, any two colors from the deck or any colors from the deck go well together. So it takes out, if you were going to paint a whole house,
Yes.
it takes out the whole, I don't know.
Are you kidding? That's neat.
It's really cool. It's really cool. So there were pinks. There were several different pinks.
Yes.
They were all had the same amount of gray. So any of them, you know, they were darker and lighter. They were the same tone, if I'm using the right words. Anyway.
That's really neat. As opposed to...
Like going with a pastel and a bright and,
Exactly.
a jewel tone and a, you know. So you're doing a fine job.
Thank you. I'm hoping to set you up because you're going to sew, right?
Yeah. If you ever get this cut. Yeah, actually I could sew now.
It's amazing what we can get done in 60 minutes, you know.
So the deal with this, and I've never done this, are these square? They are. I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing you.
Oh, funny.
So the deal with this, supposedly, is we put them together, and I think there's a name for this kind of, we're making big half-square triangles.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this method.
So I'm supposed to sew a 1/4 inch all the way around.
Yes.
And then cut it diagonally.
Oh, I love this method. I was talking about it the other week.
Well, let's see how it goes. I am going to pin them together.
Okay. And I hope that I have cut them somewhat nearly
Sure
the
they're
same.
fine.
Ruh-roh.
Sure they're fine.
Your tools are wonderful, by the way. Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. I think they probably were all gifts from you at some point.
We've been doing this a long time, haven't we?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which,
Yes.
that quilt that's on your bed in the guest room
Ooh.
is the quilt you gave me and Bob for our wedding, and it's appliqued, right? Hand appliqued. And it's hand quilted. Do you remember if you quilted that or if you and Mom quilted it?
I want to say both Mom and I did. It's of the doves, right? With
Yes.
there's a heart in the middle.
Yes.
I remember that pattern was from the 80s.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that would make sense.
Oh, 80, 90. It's like 30 years old.
Yeah.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Wow. Yes, and I'm sure Mom did help me. I probably got myself into a bind and thought, ooh, this would be a neat gift, but it's not done. Mom! Speaking of which, if Mom's out there, happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Aw. I wonder if people can see us way back here.
I wonder, do you want to pull it closer?
No.
Okay.
No, I think this is a good experiment.
I hope they can hear us.
Yes, I'm sure they can. I was talking the other day, that reminds me, in what I thought was a normal voice, and Bob said, do you think that I can't hear you, or do you think I'm across the room, you're talking so loud?
It's not your fault. We were raised in a family of hard of hearing people.
Okay.
And I am now
hard of hearing. Me too.
And so we were raised, but they never thought that they were hard of hearing. They thought we were mumbling, talking quietly. Speak clearly.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to do that. Now, I still have another job that I can keep doing. That's beautiful.
Look. So, I wouldn't recommend a plastic sewing table.
Oh, how come?
Because it bounces.
Oh, interesting. You know, I've always wanted to find a koala, one of those koala tables in the Help Wanteds.
What's that?
It's Koala Studios. They make wooden sewing compartments that look like Cadillac compartments for your sewing machine, where it has a cutting area, then it has the area for your machine that you can lower down.
Nice.
It's just a very fancy sewing cabinet.
Okay.
And I keep thinking, there must be used ones around, because I don't need it to look good myself. That's me,
Right.
personally.
Right.
But you could get a new one. I mean, that.
Well.
And I think part of the attraction is that it's solid.
Solid. I was thinking, well, a quilt shop went out of business a couple towns away, just a couple years ago. And I thought, oh, that'd be a perfect opportunity. So, you know, I went looking in their window. They had their fixtures for sale. And they were quite expensive.
Really?
And, you know,
Right. At the time, it just wasn't the...
Right. It just wasn't what I guess I didn't give it enough credit for what the product was.
Yep. Yep. It probably doesn't help that you have carpet, too. So but you know, it's not shaking that much, although you're probably going slower than you would.
I'm going a little slow, plus I think normally I sew in the middle of the table, so it's more easy.
Okay. Well, I thank you for having me in your studio and inviting the rest of the world into your studio.
I thank you for coming out of your way to come here.
Oh.
I missed FiberCast last night.
Oh, we had a fun time.
How was it?
Good, really good. We crocheted a pot holder. We put the two pieces together and we did the rim. And we had people, let's see, trying to think of, and I'm so sorry everyone, I forget names, but Beth Allen, who has been doing a year's worth of quilt time, who went to the retreat with us, right?
Yeah.
She was there. She was talking about how her local national forest is doing something around fireflies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're having a little get-together, you know, at dusk when the fireflies come out.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Other people sent pictures of what they're working on, including socks and a cat, a Russian blue cat. It was beautiful. Have you seen that Facebook thing where the two cats are sitting there at their computer?
No.
And the caption is, "We're ordering yarn. Do you need anything?"
That's funny. That's funny.
Yay! Okay. Do I press it first?
Well, I guess you could. Yes, you would. Right?
Okay, I think I would,
to
to
set
set
the
the seam.
I think that's a good idea.
So this is a 9-inch square, 2 of them, right sides together, that have been sewn beautifully, 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Now, oh, I love your iron.
Oh, thank you. Whoa, I got it for Christmas.
You did?
From my favorite sister
I'm your only sister.
that you know of.
That's true. Okay. So now I set the seams. Am I supposed to cut it 2 ways?
Mm-hmm, diagonally. Yep.
Diagonal.
Yep.
Put my glasses on.
So I guess in theory, when all is said and done, when those are cut and pressed open, they should be 5. They'd be 5. Yeah, they'd be 5 by 5. They should
Okay.
be.
All right.
That's what we're aiming for. Because when we cut that layer cake into 4s, they're going to be 5 by 5. If anything, we hope they're bigger than 5 by 5
Right.
so we can trim them.
Right.
If we have to. It'd be a pain to trim all those layer cakes. Although I will say I struggle a little bit with. I'm pretty new to pre-cuts.
Yes.
And I struggle a little bit with the zigzaggy edge being consistent.
I do too. Sometimes they're not consistent. Which way am I ironing this toward? The green or the white?
I think towards the green.
Okay. And I'm careful not to stretch it, right?
I guess. Have at it.
Okay. I know what you mean about the pre-cuts. I'm sure there are others out there who have much more experience.
Especially when I do something like this. I'm being cheap, right? Well, frugal. I bought
Right.
the one that was on sale.
Right.
And I'm going to cut it. So now I'm going to have 2 sides that are zigzaggy and 2 sides that are straight.
Right?
I think as long as you're consistent, you're fine, but
Right.
and this is going to be fine. This fabric is so pretty that
Exactly. The fabric will do the work.
And just
Ta-da!
nice job.
Beauteous. Now, do you want the answer?
Sure.
They are 5 3/4 by 5 3/4.
Well then, somebody's going to be trimming. Well, it's better 5 3/4 than
Yes,
4
it is.
1/2. Huh.
Huh.
I have to admit, I didn't watch the whole tutorial.
Nice. She says, "No, you can cut."
It's going to be fun. What could go wrong? My goodness.
Exactly. If we can just get this moving along, you did all the hard work of having to order fabric twice.
The hard work. Yeah.
So, we have not sewn together in a long time.
I know.
I think the last time, weren't we doing some Bonnie Hunter mysteries? Maybe.
Maybe.
Have you done any lately?
No, I did that little charms, or that little postage stamp.
Oh, that's right.
That was my. I try not to do more than one epic quilt a year.
That was awesomely epic.
And
Really good. I love it. We're going to bind that tonight, right? We're going to finish it. Well,
it's a monster. I think that's my problem. I got the binding sewn on, the machine,
which is
part,
huge.
yeah.
I saw a picture of that.
but I haven't started hand stitching it because it just feels overwhelming because it's so stinking huge.
Yeah.
And I don't want to use it. I want to enter it in the fair, so I'm not in any rush to get it.
Is this right?
Yes.
Oh, it's green against green. Woohoo! I'm sorry, so say
That's
this
all right.
again?
So that I want to enter that quilt in the fair.
Oh.
So I'm not in any huge rush to get it bound because I'm not going to put it on the bed until after it goes to the fair.
Okay. Oh, then you know what? I can't touch it.
Oh, that's right. You can't.
I can't touch it. If you enter, you have to work on it.
That's right. No touchy touchy.
No touchy touchy.
That's all right. I don't want you binding my quilt after you've been drinking anyway.
You do know me. You see me speed demoning? My stitches would be half an inch wide. Let's just get this done. Oh, I'm so glad those greens were supposed to be together.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bummer.
Well, since we have to trim them anyway, I guess we could have just done squares.
Nah.
This will add a little dimension.
Yes, that's true. A little movement. I do have to teach you the Pythagorean theorem, though.
What?
So that we don't have to trim in the future. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So we could have worked backwards to figure this out.
We could have.
But then it would have been like 5 before we started. Like, that would not be good podcast.
Look.
I'll be quiet now. Okay. Do you believe I said that? Oh, I'm so proud of your husband.
Yes, he's a busy little worker bee out in the garage.
You guys should see. It's like this sewing room, but for woodworking. He has his tools all hung up. Do you know that is my dream?
Well, if you had been here 2 weeks ago, you would have thought, what if that place burns down? Nobody will get in there. It was a mess. A mess.
Well, my goodness, it is looking like it's ready for production.
Yep. We are getting ready to make dartboards.
That is great.
So any of my Pennsylvania people out there, you're familiar with wooden dartboards, probably. Different than dartboards in the UK or.
These are American.
These are
called
American style dartboards,
which is definitely a thing.
It's a thing, yes. It's a thing.
In fact, they're. I'm sorry, so I interrupted. So tell us more. Tell us more about these dartboards.
So they are made of basswood, little pieces of basswood on end grain, put together by a local cabinet company to make the blanks. They're 22 by 22. And we cut them out and press wires in to make the pie-shaped pieces for the target and a circle in the center for the bullseye. And paint them and screen them and sell them. There's only 2 people in the country that make them anymore.
No kidding.
It's a Philadelphia thing, really. So yes, so we're the second biggest manufacturer in the country.
That is so cool. Of American style dartboards.
Yes, yes. So, I mean, when you talk about a niche market,
no, but
you can be the biggest in the world, and there's not very many people that use them.
But what a beautiful world we live in that can happen now.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, that's true. They can find us.
They can find you. Yep. You should see the garage. Well, there have to be thousands of them out there still in the garage.
Don't even say it.
She has to silk screen them.
317.
Oh my goodness.
317. Silk screening them.
Yes.
Is not terribly hard once you get started, but it's very nerve-wracking because the boards, the blanks that we start with, are quite expensive.
Okay.
You know how easy it is to smudge up a silk screening.
Yes.
And it
or not get it all
or
in.
not get it all in, or whatever, and and I don't want to be the one that threw that $80 down the drain. So.
And haven't you done a lot of work on them before it gets to your silk screening point?
Yes. So Bob's already cut out the center and done a bunch of work. So
Could
Not
you,
only the money, but I don't want to
ah,
ruin his work.
could you do the silk screen first?
Well, if I do the silk screen first, I run the risk of ruining the center because that black ink that we use is really brutal.
Oh.
It's all right. It's fine.
Oh, now I see why it is. It must be really nerve-wracking. I was watching a show, maybe it was How This Is Made, How Things Are Made.
Yeah.
And they were making multicolored silkscreen shirts. And it was so neat because they were on a round.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Isn't that neat?
And I pull it down and the next one. Yeah.
Yep. I'll do the pink, you do the blue, and the shirt would go next.
Yeah.
Blue, doop, next.
And
Pink.
you know, those people that do those silk screens, and it's done by hand.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Really. They
I
must,
mean,
well, they do it all day long.
and they practice and they get good at it and they have the right tools and all of that.
Yep.
But
Yep. Because, I mean, even the temperature of the day must change the viscosity of the ink.
as a matter of fact, it does.
When do you like to do your silk screening? When it's cold or warm?
In between.
Really?
Not too hot.
Okay.
Plus, I have a feeling that the ink that you use, it
Yes.
can't be good for you. Oh my goodness,
The
it's
smell.
stinks. Ugh.
Ugh.
So we do it basically outside.
I see. Yep.
Cannot be good for you. So, and you know, so it's a couple days a year, and it's fine. But there's people that use inks all day, every day.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, you know, because no one knows we're filming, we're not getting any dings or questions, are we?
Oh,
I forgot that.
that's all right.
This is disconcerting when I'm sewing the same, when I'm ironing the same colors. Yellow, 2 yellows together. I keep thinking we made a mistake,
Right.
but I'll be quiet.
Is it that you think you're making a mistake, or you feel like you've wasted a precious moment?
No, I feel like we're making a mistake.
Okay.
No, I'm fine. Life is to be played. I'm going to stop hurrying through life. Chill my grasshoppers. All right, I'll keep going. Set the scene.
You're doing an excellent job.
You are too. So, tell me about, if you can, tell me about your new job.
Oh, sure. I'd be happy to. God. I'm working, this is kind of a crack up because my degree's in horticulture, but I'm working in the IT department at a health insurance company. And I work in a cubicle.
Yay, she's seeing what cubicle.
And 40 hours a week, which let me just tell you, that's craziness. I have to go to work every single day. Monday through Friday.
That's like 5 days in a row.
5 days in a row. I used to when I was working off the supply store and a little for Dylan's and a little for Bob, and I always had a weekday. I really only went to work 4 days a week.
But you've always worked.
I was certainly working more than 40 hours
Yes.
a week, but I had that flexibility.
Yes.
And so, anyway, so that's that complaint. But other than that,
Yes.
it's really very nice environment. It's
Good.
quiet, it's safe,
Good.
the people are smart,
Good.
interesting. They're a little weird.
Hey, they live in a cube 40 hours a week. What do you want?
Right? So it's the age-old question. Do you have to be weird to live in a cube? Or does
The
living in a
cube
cube make you weird?
That's a book. That's a book right there. What do you think the answer is?
I think they're weird. And it's all right.
As someone who lived in a cube.
In a good way. So these need to be trimmed to be 5 by 5.
Do we have a special, 5 by 5 plexiglass thing? We don't. Now I'm afraid of screwing it up.
Well, I have this, but this
Oh,
is
that
too
might be
big.
better. Thank you.
I took that off the pegboard.
I saw your pegboard. I love your pegboard. It's framed. It's awesome. Would it help you if instead of doing these, I cut some of these in quarters?
Well, then I could start.
Then you could start sewing. Okay. So I will still use that.
Awesome.
So your new job, I'm so glad you like it.
I do like it.
And
I do. And it's only, I'm working through the company's temp agency, so it's only a temporary, I mean, it's a real job, but it's only a temporary assignment.
right. So you both can make a decision at the end of it.
Right. So on the one hand, I get to choose. On the other hand, they get to choose.
Yep.
So I'm trying to, you know, be on my best behavior.
Of course. Of course. It's a good thing all around.
And
Because like you say, there are some negatives, but there are some positives.
oh, definitely.
And for
definitely.
different times in your life, you live with the goods and the bads. Like I discovered when I started working in sales, more from the road, that I had more flexibility to like get the oil changed in my car during the day, instead of when I was tethered to that office, having to schedule it on a Saturday morning.
Right.
So little things like that.
Yep. Yeah.
But conversely, these are like 5 and an 1/8 each.
Okay.
I don't know if that's. Conversely, I miss those weirdos in the cubes. Sometimes. Anyway.
I should have been cutting these earlier. I'm sorry.
No, you shouldn't have.
You're doing a fine job.
Am I? Okay.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're all just doing their thing.
Exactly.
But it's safe and secure.
Yeah.
And
Oops.
so you probably already talked last night about your trip to New Jersey.
I did, and we had a good discussion. My best kind of discussion's one way. No. What else? I told everyone I'm going to Atlanta next week.
Oh, you are?
Yep. I leave at 5:30 on Monday morning. You need more colors.
No, you're fine. I was just listening.
Yeah, I'm taking a 5:30 flight because I've decided I like to take the first flights every morning because the line at TSA is not as bad.
So there's just a lot of talk about TSA lines and you certainly as a road warrior, you would know. Is it worse than it has been for real, or has it been bad for a long time?
I have never liked it. It's been bad for a long time. Since I've started going early, I still wait in line for half an hour at 5:30 in the morning.
Right.
So it's always been bad. It's like the focus has not been on serving the customer.
Right.
Which was okay because it was on keeping me safe.
Right.
Supposedly. In theory, that's.
Right.
I don't know.
But why can't it be both?
I don't know.
I mean, there's got to be something that can be done.
Yeah, like queuing theory.
Right.
if someone could do a little more on that, because it drives me crazy. You know, you're in this long line,
Yep.
and you're waiting for 2 people to look at your ID and check you in the system.
Right.
Then you wait again to put all of your things on the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Couldn't they split us up and
Right.
just...
Right. Right. Tell me, I guess I don't mind waiting when I feel like everything that can be done is being done.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
When I'm in a store and I'm waiting in a line, I don't mind waiting if the person is working,
Me too.
you know,
But how about like,
efficiently.
if you're at the deli and someone is cutting one slice at a time?
Oh! That doesn't go over well with me.
Is this a good width?
Right. Yes. I don't care what size they hang up. Would you ever be like, no, try again, let's go through this process again? Would you ever?
Frankly, no. No. And I laugh every time they do it. But I have gotten home and I've had meat that has been cut so thinly that's like shaved meat that it does fall.
Right?
And I think, oh, they should have cut it thicker. You know, we consumers, they can't please us.
Yeah. So the grocery stores here now are pre-cutting meat and putting it in little packages.
How's that
to put
working?
out. Well, it would be fine if it wasn't. The deli meat at the supermarket is $9 a pound.
That's ridiculous. I know.
I won't do it.
I know.
That is just over what I will do.
I know.
Plus, it's bad for us. So
It is.
we
You're
shouldn't
right.
buy it anyway.
You're right. Although I saw something, I don't know if it was this morning or yesterday, they're saying a little salt in our diet is good for us. We'll have heart attacks if we don't get a little
A
salt.
little.
Oh, you think we get enough?
Well, I think I know. I know I do. I know I do.
Am I doing all of these? Yeah, what the heck? They're so pretty. Oh, I should be showing people these. What do you think? We should cut all of these up and then talk to people about what we're going to do on next Fridays. Oh, we should talk about a future mystery quilt.
Okay.
And I know this is on the fly, but I was thinking that I wanted to do another one,
Okay.
maybe this fall. I had a woman ask if she could use our baby mystery quilt with her guild, and I said, go for it.
I thought that was so cool.
Isn't that good?
What a feather in your cap.
Well, it was to be reused. That's what I wanted.
Well, yeah. I think that's wonderful.
Cool.
And that was a fun mystery because I didn't see that coming.
Oh, good.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you variety here.
You're doing great.
So that might be fun. You know I'm into these dolls.
Which are really neat.
Do you think anyone would want to do a mystery fabric doll? If anyone out there sees this, let me know if you're interested. Let us know if you're interested in a mystery. If you want to do a quilt. If you want to do...
Could we do
something with a zipper in it. A bag.
Could we do?
Ooh, these are pretty. Oh, look at that green.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Oh,
So pretty. So yeah, we could do a quilt. We could do.
might be fun, you know. Wonder if we could. Now I'm really thinking just randomly. We have Carol and we have Allie and Peggy in we have a lot of people in Australia and in the UK. I wonder if, oh, and I know Kathy out in Illinois had talked about doing some sort of a swap, and I said I wasn't interested in that because of the administration of doing it.
But could we do something more like, almost like a chain letter, where there would just be one swap, not a chain letter, but just one swap where it would go in a circle,
Okay.
but only once.
Okay.
I guess there's always the risk that somebody has
A family emergency.
some hiccup in the road and somebody gets left in the dust.
Are you talking about like a?
It was almost like a round robin.
Okay.
So, but I guess that.
It's a good idea. I'd do it. But what's the, so then I go and I think, what do I like best about quilting right now? For me, and it changes over time. I think when I first started quilting, it was, can I really do this? Can I put squares together and actually make it come out? I'm kind of past that.
Right.
And now I'm kind of interested in, what am I interested in? I'm interested in these darn dolls.
Well, then do something with dolls. By all means. So,
What if I gave everyone, what if we designed a doll body and then we all made a different outfit?
well, doll clothes, see. Now, you shouldn't judge it on me. I've never made a doll. I've tried to make a stuffed bear and it didn't go well. So, you shouldn't judge it on me because there are lots of people out there in your audience that make dolls.
Okay.
So, if you did that, I would try. I would try.
You would?
Sure, what the heck.
We could even do it for like American Girl dolls. We could make it be an 18-inch doll or a Barbie doll size.
Right.
And you could either make your own doll that size, and I would do the pattern,
Right.
or just do the clothes. Like we could offer to you. You're laughing at me.
No, I was just thinking, like, what could I make? I could make a shawl for my doll or a skirt.
We could do like a virtual doll tea party. We could all, everyone dress up their doll.
Okay.
For some reason, I just love that idea, which is,
So if I, instead of making a dress for my doll, what if I made a dress for my cat?
that would be really fun. Actually, now, do you think other people would want to do that?
I don't know. I don't know.
And people could make their own dresses, too.
Oh, for themselves
Right.
to wear.
Right.
Right.
It could be a theme, it could be clothing, and you could clothe whatever you wanted.
You know, that's an interesting idea. What if we, yeah. Or
Yes.
beside, maybe it's this yarn.
Yep.
Use it in some way.
Yep.
Anyway, or maybe it's Sculpey, or maybe it's
Ooh. Ooh, and frankly, if we found one thing that just when we were getting good at this.
we were just thinking.
We were burning up the wires.
I don't know.
I think it's on.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry about that. I think there might have been a little blip in the internet. I like that idea.
One piece of fabric.
Like the Hoffman challenge that they do.
Right. One piece of fabric, one zipper, one.
Oh, how about a grab bag? You don't know what's going to be in the grab bag. It's a mystery bag that you and I put together.
Okay.
And then anyone who wants to play, we will send you a bag.
Does everybody get the same bag?
Yes.
So I
Yes.
don't get to go in my closet?
No.
All right. That's actually fun.
That would be really fun.
That would be fun. So how would we cover the cost of the stuff? So it might be like a $5 or $10 entry fee?
Yes.
Or even...
Yes. Worth of fabric.
Right.
It would be...
And so you could use that however you want. You could add to it to make a whole honkin' huge quilt.
Yes.
Or you could use it to make an apron for your 10-inch doll.
Exactly.
That's
Wouldn't that be fun? You are onto it, baby.
That is fun. So do they have to use they have to use everything in the bag?
Yes.
Right? So if we put in a button,
yes,
the button.
A button would have to be on the label of the quilt, or maybe you get points.
Maybe you get points. That's cool though, because in this day and age,
yes.
right, we don't have to, everybody doesn't have to mail their entry in, right?
Right.
We can share it with a hashtag or with a whatever.
That's a date. I'm liking
That's
this.
one of the wonderful things about this world these days.
Isn't it? It's like Beth was saying on her quilt time, that 9-minute video that she does every day. She said, I just wanted to get together with a community of like-minded people.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
okay.
I love that idea. And we could make that happen. I know a good platform for...
Sweet! I love it when my sister says that. Love, love, love it.
Am I doing this right? Are these stars going to be 4x4 blocks? Yes. Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we made them big enough. We're going to be fine. Right? Because we're going to cut it down.
Yeah. So I'm making these 16 patch squares, and when we cut these down to be the same size as these and put them back together to be a star, they'll all go together.
Perfect. Did I see this is going to be a lap size quilt?
No.
Oh.
It's going to be whatever size. When we sew all this together, that's how big it's going to be.
Perfect.
60 by 80.
Oh, perfect. That's a nice size. That's at least a
That's
double.
like a double size, right?
Bordering on a yes. I'm going to go down here and get my phone. Let me see how we're doing here for time. Oh, we have like 5 more minutes. Really? Yeah. Do you ever listen to podcasts?
I don't, and I should. That would be a good thing to do while I'm sewing.
Yeah, they're really interesting. I'm a newbie to it. Oh,
There's somebody outside. Nobody's ever outside.
You should see the view from my sister's window here. It looks out over rolling hills of Pennsylvania. It's beautiful. For Crying Out Loud is a podcast I like to listen to.
Oh, that's Adam Carolla's wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah. I like her too. I like both of them. They come off as smart without making other people feel stupid.
Exactly. Stephanie Wilder is who is her co-host there.
Okay.
Does that sound right?
Yep.
I agree. Stephanie Wilder Taylor. Anywho, who has written some books. Gummy Bears. Yeah, they're good. Well, what do we need to tell folks to encourage them to go create for the next week?
So you're going to be back at home next Friday?
I am. Yep.
Oh, so why have you not been in your studio?
Oh, Bob is putting the heat No, kid you not. You, you're shocked.
That's wonderful.
You should see our house. The downstairs is like, you walk in and you think, this place, aside from maybe a light switch or two that doesn't have the cover,
yeah,
it's done.
It's getting done.
It really is. So
Wow.
in fact, I think I told folks last night, it's been 10 years since we've been in the house, and downstairs is done. Probably the last thing to be done would be the stairwell up, because now he's upstairs and he's tearing out the carpeting that was there 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't tell you this. So the dog pee, just keeping it real. Things aren't all flowery walks on the beach.
Yes.
That dog ruined the underlying plywood with pee.
Well, yeah.
Have you heard of this?
I've experienced it. Yeah. Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
So, anyway, and he tried to clean it up and put oxalic acid on it to neutralize it and get the smell out, but that didn't really work.
Well, if it's ever going to be replaced, now's the time to do it, right?
Yep, that's what we figured. Oh, this will be fun!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You guys, I can't wait to show you this to you. Yes, so next week we'll have FiberCast. I'll be downstairs.
Okay.
And we'll talk more about this mystery.
Okay.
This mystery bag. And whether it will be this summer or next fall, we'll figure it out.
It's going to be it's a grab bag, right?
Yes! In fact, it reminds me, have you seen Missouri Quilt Star From Couch to Quilt?
Yes, what a good idea.
Isn't that a great idea?
Yeah.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Okay, so, oh, Karen. Oh, you guys, I can't wait to show you this. This is beautiful. And meanwhile, maybe by next Friday, you can show people more progress on our quilt. Maybe. I know you've got 40 hours in the cube.
Before you start drinking tonight, you're going to have this done.
Okay.
See how quick that's going to go together? You don't need too many of them. That's awesome, though.
It is awesome.
This is the equivalent of when I was working at the wholesale florist and make a flower arrangement. Well, you can make something spectacular when you have a whole wholesaler's cooler full of flowers to work with. Same with, that's just the fabric.
It's the design and the whole designer's palette.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you for allowing us into your studio.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. Until next time, everyone, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. And now you're going to see me get up and go over there and click the FiberCast off. And remember, next Friday night, have a creative week, and next Friday night at 8 p.m.,
Yep.
Tune into FiberCast, and we'll see you then. Bye, everyone. Ooh, we had 2 viewers.
Did we? Including us?